Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Burn class today. My name's Janae. Thanks so much for joining me for another one. So before we jump into our workout today, let's get into our modified German warm-up. So making our way down to the floor, sitting back on my heels for a T-spine rotation. So right elbow's going on the ground in front of me. Sorry, left hand. Right hand's behind my head. Rotating out to the side 4 times. 3. And 4. And go ahead and switch it over. Other arm's down, left hand's behind my head. And 4 rotations on that side. And coming up onto our feet, getting bird dogs, a tabletop position. Back is nice and flat, driving out one heel and the opposite hand, meeting back in the center each time. We're going to get 4 on each side here. And from there, we'll go into lift-offs if we can, lifting off our knees just slightly off the ground, and then we're just going to hover. One hand, opposite foot, for 4 on each side, alternating back and forth, stabilizing the core for a second at the top. Awesome. All right, from there, let's get into our driven flow. So going up into high plank. My right foot's coming up to my right hand, rotating up to the right, coming back down in the center, shifting over to a lunge on my left leg, coming back forward as my left knee goes down. I'm reaching up for a hip flexor stretch, back to the center and switching sides. My left foot's coming up, rotating up to the left, coming back down, shifting over, lunging onto my right leg, coming back forward, right knee's going down, pushing those hips forward, tucking them under, hip flexor stretch. Back to the center, and we're rocking it back into a low squat, seeing how deep we can get. Back on those heels, rocking it back out for round 2. Right foot's coming up. I'm rotating up to the right, lunging over onto my left leg, coming back forward, my left knee's dropping down, reaching up, pushing the hips forward, hip flexor stretch. Back to the center, switching sides, left leg's coming up, rotating up to the left, back down, shifting over to a lunge onto my right leg, coming back forward, left knee's dropping down, reaching up, hip flexor stretch, back to the center, and second time, rocking it back. See if we can sink a little bit deeper into that spot, and coming back out for round 3. Right foot's coming up, rotating up to the right, back down, shifting over to a lunge on my left leg, coming back forward, left knee's dropping down, hip flexor stretch, back to the center, switching sides, last time on the left, rotating up, coming back down, shifting over, lunging onto the right leg, coming back forward as my right knee drops down, pushing the hips forward, hip flexor stretch, back to the center, last time rocking it back into our low squat, hands are coming up overhead, and we're standing up nice and tall. All right, let's get into it. So first thing we have is a little warm-up circuit. We're going to be doing jumping jacks, pop squats, and loaded push-ups. That's what I call them. So jumping jacks, self-explanatory right here. Pop squats, it's going to be a similar movement, feet popping out, but hands are touching the floor. This time alternating with every reach. And then for our loaded push-ups, getting a push-up, and then I'm loading back up towards my heels. Knees are just hovering over the ground, coming back out into that next push-up. I'll show some modifications to that as we go. So we've got 30 seconds of those 3 things. Each round is going to be back-to-back, so no breaks between, going right into it. We'll get a little break in between before we start off with the next round to catch our breath for a couple seconds. So let's grab that last sip of water, anything else you might need. Get ready to go in just 3, 2, 1. Starting with those jumping jacks. Here we go. The hands coming all the way up, all the way down. Trying to stay light on my toes the whole time. We don't need to go super fast on these. Just warming up. Getting that heart rate up a little bit. Keeping it moving. Nice work. Starting off nice and steady. 10 seconds to go. All right, remember, no breaks. We're going right into those pop squats in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. touching the floor, popping the feet out to the side, dropping the hips low into a squat. If you want to take the jump out of it, we can step in and out instead of hopping. Same thing here. Find a nice steady pace so we can keep going throughout this whole 30 seconds. Nice job, almost there. Getting ready for push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So push up, loading back up towards my feet. If we need to, drop to the knees. Then we can load if that loading position bothers the shoulders at all. Drop it down. We could also go up and back into downward dog, or just take the movement out of it completely and rock out those push-ups. A couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo, awesome work. Back-to-back minute and a half of craziness. Nice job. All right, let's get back on our feet. Just a little tiny rest time in between. Get a little 30-second break. Back to second round. We're gonna get 3 of these. We're almost there, we're cruising. All right, get ready to rock in 3, 2, 1. Back to our jumping jacks, here we go. Good, stay light on your toes. Hands coming up. Even on these, if we need to take out the jump as well, we can take it down into a little bit of a step instead. Keeping it moving the whole way through. Nice work. Switching it up in 3, 2, 1. Pop squats, here we go. Dropping the hips low, all the way down so we can touch our hands to the floor with each squat. Nice job, everyone. Keep working. Good, 10 seconds to go. Awesome, in 3, 2, 1, right into those push-ups, here we go. See if we can stay off our knees as long as possible on these. Nice controlled reps for staying engaged. Our whole body is moving down in a straight line together. Nice work. We've got less than 10 seconds to go. Get one more push up in here. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Awesome work. All right. Back on our feet. We got one more round of that, and then we're moving on. All right, we're gonna a little short break on this one. We're gonna be back in 5. Let's get ready to work. 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. Here we go. Remember, throughout this whole workout today, we're going at our own pace. Slow it down at any point that we need to. We're going to try to stay moving the whole time. Kicking off the new week on a strong note. Nice work. Last 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Pop squats. Here we go. Touching the ground. Dropping those hips nice and low. Good. Nice work, everyone. Crushing these, just 10 seconds to go. Almost there. Quads are burning. 3, 2, 1. Right in those push-ups, let's do it. Final 30 seconds of this circuit. We're moving on after this. Power through. Finish strong. Remember, modifying at any point that we need to. Push those hips up instead of down, or take the hip shift out of it, whatever we're doing. Let's get one more push up in there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Quick little burner to get us started. Grab a sip of water. Catch your breath for a little bit. Alrighty, let's move on. So next up, we've got a circuit, one more circuit today. It's going to have 6 exercises in it. We'll be going through 30 seconds of work each. So that first round will be a little bit slower pace. So I'll show you all the exercises as we go. So we'll get some little extra bits of rest time in there. And then second and third round, we're going to pick it up. 30 seconds of work, quick little break, power through, and then that's it. Nice and easy, quick 3 rounds. All right, so the first one we got is a shuffle and squat jump. So I'm going to start on one side of my mat. You can use whatever space you have today. So I'm going to get down nice and low. I'm going to stay low as I work my way across the mat. Once I get to the other side, I'm just going to get 2 quick squat jumps. That second one staying nice and low, working our way back. Goal is to keep those quads, a little bit of glutes there too, engaged throughout that whole movement. Sound good? Let's do it. So remember, the next ones I'll show as we go through, so stick with me. Grab that last sip of water if we need it. We're back in 5 seconds. Let's get rolling. 2, 1, here we go. So we're staying nice and low as I work my way across the mat. 1, nice soft landing on those squat jumps. Working my way back, just nice tiny little shuffles. If we need to take that squat jump out of it, just rocking out regular squats. Whatever we're doing, we've got less than 10 seconds here. Finish strong. All right, I'm gonna make my way back to the other side of my mat. 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome work, good start. All right, quads are gonna go to a little break. Got an inchworm with shoulder taps. So I'm gonna start standing. You can either get a little bit of a hamstring stretch here as I drop my hands down to the floor. Walk those all the way out. I'm gonna get 2 shoulder taps on each arm. Coming back up. Show some other options there as we go. Let's get ready to work. Inchworming in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So other option is to squat down instead of getting that hamstring stretch. On these shoulder taps, make sure that core is staying engaged. Trying to keep the hips from rocking back and forth. They don't have to be super quick shoulder taps. Really focusing on that stabilization. Nice work. Keep it going, less than 10 seconds. We're almost there in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. All right, from there, we are making our way onto the ground for some glute work. You guys should be pretty familiar with these. We've got glute bridge marches. So starting with my hips rolled up, I'm gonna try to keep my toes pointed towards the sky the whole time to engage the hamstrings a little bit more. Driving one knee back and up as my hips stay level to the ground the whole time. All right, let's get ready to do it in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, hips rolling up, toes are towards the ceiling, pulling one knee back. Add a little single leg bridge in there to bump it up a little bit, or just sticking with those marches. Nice steady pace going, really focusing on keeping the glutes engaged for a little bit here too. Nice job. Couple more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome work. As a little bit of a rest station one, focusing on some engagement. Now we're going to work the core a little bit while we're down here with bicycle crunches. So you all should know these well. Driving one knee up, rotating, meeting with my opposite elbow in the center. Let's get ready to work in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Trying to extend that leg out as far as I can. You can either keep it nice and slow reps, or if you want to pick it up a little bit, get that heart rate going. Whatever we're doing, keep it moving. You got this. 10 seconds to go. Nice work. Keep cranking them out for 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. All right. We're just going to flip it over, do some shoulder push-ups. Most of you have done these with me before. So I'll show a couple options with these, but for the shoulder push-up, my head coming back through my arms like we're doing downward dog. Feet are going to walk up towards me a little bit, and then I'm dropping myself down towards the ground, powering back up. Anytime we're coming out of that position, making sure we're going nice and slow, not letting the blood rush back into our rest of our body too quickly. All right, let's get set up. 30 seconds of work. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, so slowly lowering myself down, pushing back up. Further I go down towards the floor, harder it's going to get. So even if we're just doing a little dip, that is fine. If we need to, take it down into push-up, sit back in that downward dog like we were doing before. Whatever we're doing, last 10 seconds. Keep it moving. Nice work. All right, let's get one more. Finish strong. 3, 2, 1. And slowly coming out of that upside down position, making our way to our feet. We're going to get some reverse lunges going up next. So we're going to be alternating. So as we step back, I'm going to fold over my front leg a little bit, kind of be easier to see from this side. So folding over instead of staying up tall, it's going to help me get more of a pull with my glutes and hamstrings instead of focusing as much on the quads. So that's the goal here, to engage the glutes and hammies. We've got 30 seconds, alternating legs, getting ready to roll in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So folding over, coming back up top, nice and low, getting a good pace going, alternating legs back and forth. If you want to pick it up a notch even more, go ahead and see if we can stay low to the ground the whole time. Our whole lower body is staying engaged throughout this whole 30 seconds. Nice job. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome work, guys. That is round 1. Woo! Grab a sip of water. Catch your breath for a little bit. Got 2 more rounds of that coming up here shortly. So now that we know what we're doing, those breaks are going to be a little bit shorter. We're going to keep it moving throughout those whole 6 exercises and finish it off. All right, so we are back to the top with our shuffle and squat jumps going side to side. Let's grab that last sip of water. Getting ready to start us off. 2 more rounds. Let's power through. All right, getting set up. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Getting low. Here we go. So staying low, shuffling all the way over, getting 2 squat jumps or air squats, whatever more comfortable with. Staying low as you make your way across whatever area that you're using. Just taking about 4 steps in each direction. Nice work. Let's bring it back. Get those last 2 jumps. 3, 2, 1. And rest. Awesome work. All right. We're getting ready for those inchworms. Hands walking out, shoulder taps in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Walking all the way out. Stabilizing the core. Getting 2 taps on each side. Either stay low or stand tall again before we're walking ourselves back out. My wrists are staying right under my shoulders for these taps. Nice work. Keep cruising. We got less than 10 here. Finish out this last inchworm. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome work. All right, making our way to the floor. Getting ready for our glute bridge marches. Going in 3, 2, 1. Toes up, hips up. Here we go. Driving one knee back towards me. I'm going to make it a little bit harder with stabilization. Put your hands straight up instead of having them on the ground beside you. It'll make it harder to keep your hips from rocking back and forth. or we're adding in that single leg bridge on each side. Just got a couple seconds left here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Alrighty, right into our bicycle crunches. Getting ready to work those abs in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Back and forth, you're keeping it slow, bumping up that tempo a little bit, sending that other leg out as far as we can every time we're rotating. Nice job. Good, keep a steady pace going. Less than 10. Finish strong. There we go. 3, 2, 1, and done. Awesome work. All right, flipping it over, getting right into our shoulder push-ups. Remember, staying down if we need to, even if it's bothering you to be upside down. We can just stick to that regular push-up. Let's get going in 3, 2, 1. Hips high. Here we go. Challenge yourself on the second round. If we're doing these shoulder push-ups, go a little bit closer to the floor, but not too far that you're going to drop yourself on your head. Nice work, everyone. Stay strong. There we go. Keep it up. 5 seconds left. Let's get one more here. 3, 2, 1, and slowly come out of that upside down position. Let's make our way to our feet for our reverse lunges. Finish out this second round. Getting ready in 3, 2, 1. Staying low. Here we go. Remember, folding over that front leg, driving through the heel as we're coming up, standing up tall again. We want to challenge ourselves a little bit to stay low, keep the whole lower body engaged as we come back to the center. We're staying up tall. And also pick up pace a little bit these last 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo! Awesome job, everybody. That is round 2. Grab a little water. Catch your breath for a bit. We've just got one more round to go, and then we're done. All right, let's finish strong. We're gonna get right back to it, into our squat, low shuffle with squat jumps. Stick with me, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Staying low, working our way across. See if we can sink a little bit lower into those shuffles for this final round. Dropping low, working our way back. Nice job, everyone. We just got about 10 seconds left here. Gonna get down and back. One more time. Keep crushing it. Good, in 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo! Quads are feeling it. All right, making your way to one side of your mat if we have it, or whatever space we're using. Getting ready for interims in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Walking it out. Stabilizing the core for those shoulder taps. Nice job, everyone. Keep a nice good pace going on these. Working all the way through. Nice job. All right, let's finish strong. This is our last one. Almost there. In 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice work. All right, making our way to the floor. We're already almost halfway through this round, almost done with the circuit. Get ready to crush these glute bridge marches. In 3, 2, 1, hips rolling up, here we go. One knee driving up, alternating sides. There we go. Awesome work, everyone. Remember lifting up those arms to decrease the stabilization a little bit. Really have to engage the glutes for these. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome work. All right, bicycle crunches. Let's get those abs working in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm going to take this one a little bit slower. Really make sure I'm extending that opposite leg out each time that I'm turning. Challenging the core. I want to make sure my low back is staying pressed into the ground this whole time. We're not letting it arch up. 10 more seconds to go. Keep working. Nice job, everyone. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome work. We just got 2 more. Let's flip it over. Get into those shoulder push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. See if we can lower ourselves down a little bit more for this final round. There we go. Pushing it. Modifying these if needed. Let's work those shoulders hard. You just got a few seconds left. Get 2 more. Last one. And time. Slowly coming out of that upside down position for that time. Making our way to our feet. Got our reverse lunges going in 3, 2, 1. It's our final 30 seconds of work. Let's crush it for this last round. I'm going to go speed on this one. So staying low, but also picking up that pace a little bit. Last few seconds of work before we stretch it out. Keep crushing it. It's really strong. There we go. Less than 10. Keep working hard all the way through. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Woo! Awesome work, guys. We made it. Let's grab some water. Stick with me for a couple more minutes as we stretch it out before we call it a day. All right, we're going to go into our half kneeling hip flexor stretch. Did a lot of quads today. Hip flexors are a little tight. So I want one knee down, other knee straight up in front, like we did in our flow during the warm-up. So tucking those hips under, keeping it tucked as we drive those hips forward to the wall. Even reach up for a little added stretch here. Sinking into it, but not letting our lower back give out here. Nice flat. Driving forward, shouldn't have to move too far to feel that stretch down the front of your leg. Hang out here for a little bit. Couple deep breaths, and we can switch sides. Now my left knee is down, right foot straight in front of me, tucking those hips under, keeping the core engaged, back nice and flat as we push those hips towards the wall in front of us. Reach up for a little added stretch in there. Hang out here for a couple deep breaths. Good, and then make our way to the ground. Oh, stretch out the hips a little bit too. So my left foot is going to be straight down in front of me. My right hand's coming above my knee and extend that leg up. Flex my foot a little bit. Stretch out the calves. Coming down and up again. And one more time. I'm going to take my left hand outside the knee, pull it across. Get a nice stretch down the outside of my hip. Other arms flat down, shoulder blades should be flat on the floor. Getting a couple deep breaths here. All right, making our way back to the center. Dropping that right leg down. Left foot's coming up. Extending it all the way up. Hamstring stretch. Flexing the foot. A couple times here. And then grabbing that right hand outside the right leg, pulling it across, opening up the shoulders. Feeling that stretch down the outside of your hip. Hanging out here for a couple deep breaths. All right, coming back to the center, letting that leg drop down. I'm gonna get some T-spine rotations here quickly. So we're gonna roll over and use your drawing a big circle all the way around. Open up back and chest, a little bit of everything. Get 3 circles on each side, just rotating around as far as your mobility allows you. Once you're done with those, we'll flip it over other side, same thing. Knees are tucked up, everything's stacked on top of each other. Drawing 3 big circles around as far as we can go. Nice deep breaths, let the heart rate come down. And relax. All right, nice work today, everybody. Thanks for sticking with me and joining me for that workout. Feel free to add in any other stretches you want to do today, but that's all I have for you. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Stay tuned for all of our upcoming workouts. Hit me with a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's burn class, and I will see you next time.